That's a good shout, that.
Okay then, so on to the Sharks and the Panthers, and I'll be honest, I had a tougher time picking this one than I thought I would. The Panthers do look good. The Sharks looked brilliant last week. If the Sharks turn up and play like they did last week, this could be a tighter game than most have predicted. There is a bit of a change in the back line. Obviously, no Moylan. Dugan goes to fullback. Goodwin to centre. And Mulatalo is back. But to caveat that, Mulatalo might not be back because he is still technically doing rehabilitation on that injury. So don't be surprised to see Nene McDonald coming on the wing for his Sharks debut.
We spoke about it in the preview, saying that, this is going to be Will Kennedy's chance to really shine with some solid game time, and old mate Josh Morris has said, psych, we're going to put Dugan back there. I'm pretty high up on Kennedy. I think, as you said in the review last week, as a good, solid fullback. Nothing spectacular, but he does the job and he does it well. So an interesting change for me, because Dugan's been playing some of his best football in the last couple of years as a centre. Mulatalo, the USA international, a welcome addition for the Sharkies. The Panthers grinded out that win against the Tigers. There's no doubt about it. Jerome Luai had his best game. The only shift here is Fare's in the centre for the Panthers. Brent Naden back onto the win where he scored 2 tries 2 weeks ago. This is a tough one. Cronulla have really started on the back of Sean Johnson finding some form here. They've really started to kind of start rolling here. They've got the potential to cause an upset if they, if they're playing as well as they have been the last couple of weeks. But I still can't see it happening. Cleary coming back off that not even coming back off the injury, just coming back from having his eyesight blurred to hell 2 weeks ago. Just was able to control the game and get the Panthers to where they needed to be. It's a tough one. It is a really tough one. I've gone the Panthers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go Panthers 1-12. But I will not be surprised if we see this one coming down to the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think interesting for me is the inclusion of Tyrone May at 14. So we've seen that Matt Burton has been occupying that bench spot and he's been keeping it nice and warm for a little while. And now Tyrone May comes in. In fact, Matt Burton not even included in the 21, interestingly enough. Naden to the wing. It was always going to be a given. That'll keep him happy until the end of the season when Dean Farey eventually leaves. The Panthers, it's a tough one because if the Sharks do play like they did last week and just go out of their way to try and bully teams up the middle and then just have Johnson working around the pitch like he did, putting on some decent runs, recording some decent run meters, you could potentially see the Sharks stealing this one in the last 10. For me, though, I think the Panthers are going to have that clinical edge. Fisher Harris having his best season yet. Coruscant, signing of the year for any team for me. He's really come in, firmed up the Panthers' spine, makes it really good for their forwards to play off. Isaiah Yeo, probably one of the most underrated looses in the comp right now. His subtlety and the amount of work that he gets through is just fantastic. You've got some big bodies on the bench as well. Tetevano, Leota, Burns coming in as well for the last sort of 15, 20 minutes. The Panthers have been going too well to tip against is basically my problem. And while I have a sneaking suspicion that the Sharks could grab a result from this one, I just think that the Panthers will come out better on this one. So I'm going to go for my safe bet there, Panthers 1-12. I don't see it being a blowout here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Panthers 1-12, paying $3 on Sportsbet at the moment, $2.80 for 13+, which I think is a little interesting. from a betting market perspective. So I think, plenty of value there for those who want to go Panthers.
Yeah. So we will get off that game then.